Yeah, so guys, welcome back to the Coffee Zulu podcast. I have with me a handsome and very smart young man. I'll allow him to introduce himself. Bro,
Thank you so
welcome to
much.
the channel.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Inusa Ahmed Yakubu. I am currently a student in Nanta University. I come from the Oti region, from the district called KJB.
KGB.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, bro, some couple of months ago, we had a discussion, and you mentioned that you benefited from a program called WeDo. So, I thought it wise that it would be very prudent if we share with other Ghanaians and other people within the context or within the region who probably could have been eligible to also take the steps to also apply for. So, bro, when we say WeDo, what is WeDo and how does it work?
Thank you once again. I can't talk about WeDo without mentioning one personality in Nantes here. Her name is Maria Sante.
Okay.
In fact, it was through her that I got the insight about the project to even take an initiative to be part of it.
Okay.
WeDo, it's a European Union initiative that has been given to one German foreign agency, the GIZ, to implement back in Africa. It's all about European Union partnering with some Africans who are currently in Europe to help establish entrepreneurship programs for relatives back in Africa. Now, this WeDo concerns currently 9 countries in Africa. These countries are Cameroon, Ghana, Kenya, Tunisia, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Ethiopia, and then some other countries.
It's Ivory Coast part.
Yes, Cote d'Ivoire is part of the countries. Thank you. That is to say that if you are a national of these 9 countries and you are currently living in the European zone, the EU zone, you can help through this project set up an enterprise for a relative or a friend back in Ghana.
Okay, so if assuming you are within the European content, who qualifies and how can the person go about?
First of all, before you can be eligible for this project, you should be living in any of the European Union countries.
Okay.
Then secondly, you should be legally resident. Legal means you have documents to show that you are really accepted to be living in the country.
It doesn't matter whether you are a student.
It doesn't matter whether you are a student. You should have
so
documents.
Students can also apply.
Exactly, because I'm a student and I did it. So students can also apply. You should only have legal documents to show that first you are from, for example, Ghana, and then you are currently legally resident in France or Germany or Netherlands.
That's good. So if you have qualified, you have met these criteria, how do you go about the whole process?
The whole process starts when you look for the WeDo page and you sign up. You sign up.
Means you have to go to the WeDo website
and sign up and then put in your personal details, and then you get a page.
Okay.
Now, through the page that you created, you can invite any beneficiary from your country to also sign up. And when the person signs up, the two of you are merged on the same platform now to start a project.
Okay. So it means that you need to have a project in mind. Now, the process, do you have to already be supporting this person with money and there should be proof, or you can just appoint anybody, family member, friend, or any relative to be part?
There's no need of showing traces of you already supporting somebody or not. The fact that the very day you made your mind that you want to help somebody set up a business, that particular day it's enough for the person to be invited. So along the line, there are procedures you would have to go through to set up the business for the person.
Okay. So how do I get, the most important question for me right now, how do I get that money? What should I do? Do I need to meet some criteria?
The details about the project is that we are talking about 3 partners involved in this project. That is to say, 1, me like a Ghanaian who is currently resident in the European Union zone. Then 2, the relative or friend that I want to help set up a business for in Ghana. Then the 3rd party is the European Union through the GIZ agency.
Okay, if I clearly understood what it means, that for instance, if I'm the one, I'll create an account on the Widow website. Then through the account, my beneficiary also will be invited through their account from Ghana. Then from there, we propose a project.
Exactly. Now, that is to say that it's all about setting up an enterprise.
Okay.
So you should have a business idea in mind, or you should begin to think about a business entity that you want to set up.
Okay.
So, in fact, the proposal is that you, the donor, that is to say, you, the Ghanaian living in the European Union zone, you are called the donor in this project, and then the relative, who is the entrepreneur, you should be able and willing to raise half of the amount needed to set up a business.
Okay.
So whatever amount the two of you will be able to raise, the European Union will give you the equivalent of the amount you have raised.
Okay. So if, let's say, the business will cost like 10,000 euros, I should be able to raise 5,000. Then we do also raise 5,000.
Ideally, yes, except that there's a limit.
Okay.
In fact, as we speak now, the threshold is 3,000
Okay.
euros.
Okay, then
But of course, it can still fall if you're unable to raise. If you can't raise 3,000, or your business entity doesn't require 3,000 and it requires 2,000, 1,500, that it's also accepted. Okay. But bear in mind that whatever amount that you raise, that is the equivalent the European Union will add up.
Okay.
But I think I don't see the reason why, if there's an opportunity like this, we wouldn't always be aiming for the ultimate.
Yeah.
Except to say that, one, the only business idea you have is will cost just €1,000, and that is what you need to set up to help a relative or a friend. Okay. If not, why wouldn't you expand the business to contain the 6,000 euros that the three parties will be able to raise?
Okay. Charlie, so guys, this is an initiative that I think we need to also spread to others. I am also trying to go.
The good news is that after you've been able to establish one business, you are even eligible. The two parties, the donor and then the beneficiary, you are even eligible to, along the line, apply for expansion.
Okay.
So it means that even after you have benefited from the first business that costs 6,000 euros, you can still expand the business to say 10,000 euros.
Okay, so bro, I know a lot of people who have one or two challenges trying to assess or go through the process. You know, sometimes the online things become a little bit complicated. If anyone who is watching this video want to contact you direct so that maybe you can guide the person go through the process, how can they reach you? Maybe through your social media platforms. I
think through, like you mentioned, through my social media platforms. Well, I am available on TikTok with the name Virus SS, and then on Facebook too. I'm available. Inusa Ahmed Yakubu is the name.
Okay.
Good. Aside that, what I can say is that it's from my personal experiences. The structures and systems in Africa or Ghana, personally, are really, really challenging. And that is making it somehow challenging for us to set up these enterprises for our relatives and then friends. Why do I say this? In fact, in this project, whatever you say there should be proof of whatever you say.
Okay.
That is to say that if you buy something, there should be a receipt.
A receipt.
If you come from Ghana, you understand that buying pepper from Asesawa market, it's going to be very difficult. Buying goods from it's going to be very difficult getting receipts from. So this is a challenge. But I think possible that we, even in all these situations, we can still find solutions to.
So it means that this project, you need to prove
every step that you take.
Do they have, let's say, a branch in Ghana that will come and supervise?
Yes, okay. They have. In fact, they have a center. They have, I think, a center. They have a center in Ghana, okay, where they will come periodically to monitor, supervise whatever you are doing. In fact, it's very beneficial because they offer constructive advice to as to how to even run the business starting, and they do that a lot.
So it also means that there should be a physical business,
exactly.
because people will come
Exactly.
and come and supervise.
Exactly.
Charlie, bro, we really appreciate
Thank
this.
you so much for this
As
opportunity.
young men,
Thank you
we
so
think
much
that
for this
if these
opportunity.
opportunities come, we should not just keep it to ourselves.
Yeah.
We want to share with you guys too.
All right.
If you love the video, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Kofi Zulu Podcast. On Facebook is Kofi K Zulu. If you need any information, you can drop me a message in any of my socials, and then I'll also get back to you. Charlie, thank you for being part of it.
Thank you so much
really
for the
appreciate
time
it.
shared.